And they're out of timeouts. And that'll set them back 5.
That's it, baby. Set, 280.
On second down, here's Stafford. Complete. Smith has it. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Third and long. It's Stafford. Airing it out deep for Smith. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Here's Watson. He's going to look deep for more. He's got it at the 15. A big pickup of 38. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
And a Packer first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. The run there on first down gets them a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 43. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Set. 218. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. And 59. 53. Check. 59. Let's go.
Watson on first down. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take Chris Godwin with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Packers have taken the lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Open man is Ross, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Stafford. Catch made here by Campbell. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Hey. Check 55. Mike, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Five.
From the gun, Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Charles Clay is tight in the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Check 50. 20. Omaha, remove.
On second down, Barber. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Peyton Barber. His 9th touchdown of the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Bullock good on the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
No time now.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Right there. All day, baby.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. Hey, 59. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Push him behind him.
On second and 9, Watson flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now it's Watson. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First down, Green Bay.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but it's going to be second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Watson. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Watson. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Flush to his right. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On first down, it's Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Watson going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Roquan Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. He's got a man, complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Watson, eluding the pressure right. There goes a deep ball in zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Running is Barber. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
showing up. 21.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Set. 280. Watching you five. Danny.
On second down, it's Barber, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.